Tell ya, Soul Brother, I had to get it on there for you, man. That's that kind of fire I love. They don't usually let me post it, so I'm just going with the State Farm ad behind it.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Okay, so let's get out of here. Outlaws, anyways. In there, like I said, I like to go back to some of my original works in the Stone Mills because I had to videotape that myself. I had to get those sets out of there. And, so that's what gives you your own. And then there's the learning curve. Yeah, let's do that. I like AVE's learning curve. Definitely about the kerf on the saws. You'll get a lot of this. There's a newer one. I like the one where he actually does like a. I don't think it was this one, but it might be. We'll try it. We'll get it out there.
Gentlemen, welcome back to the shop. Choking on my tongue-tangling.
No, it's not this one.
We did.
He actually does another one.
Town pump project. Very happy with the way it turned
Where?
out. Beautiful.
It's just the younger one where he does it better. I don't want to get to it. Well, this is the point.
Who the fuck am I to argue?
I could get there from this video.
It's easy. It's very simple geometry.
Very simple geometry.
French guy cooks, nor is he Winter Graham, nor is he any other big name YouTuber.
But, ugh. Alright, so anyways, inside here, learning curve is what we're talking about. He actually gets one where he draws it out on the green with a green marker, and he talks about goals in the learning curve. And so as a master mason there, when you deal it with the brothers, you got to turn all that heat. You got to turn all that, are you still listening, in something like this learning curve. A lot of wave function, a lot of music, a lot of guitar instruments, multi-wave functions overlapping each other for the right tone. And boy, I'll tell you, that's a board crusher when you think about it. What's it take? Well, they would say in topology for $1 million, what do you got in hand? So sometimes it's that heat and that motivation that you got to turn over into a different set. And so, like I said, doing these videos.
How rare is it if somebody asks who's got a whole bunch of subscribers and then
Okay. And then you get some Doomslayer rolling through here on the learning curve. Like I said, you can get most of the first day of what you're going to be doing for the next month. So I've already missed a couple in terms of what I've loved to done, but I'm working a learning curve here. I got to make sure that I stay on those numbers. I cover a few things off at where I'm covered at 90, checked in, and then cover off to the 100 and the springy bits of the wobble string theory, loop theory, whatever that forms gravity, and the tensor, the metal. And the assay test comes around, marshmallow, general relativity, the dragon just melts this building into ash, because it would be by paper. Obviously the building's still standing. You go punching a steel beam, they hurt. Telephone poles at 70 at the universal speed limit at 40 usually give you physics of an indicator of that incident report. That is the dragon, right? That thing comes through. So I play it with the neck tattoo, something you always see when you look at me. Don't ever forget it. One in the bucket. All right, got through that bit. Marshmallow got his marshmallow, and we're good here. Because that's that learning curve. The saw, she just wants what she wants. She wants Rock in there to keep doing what she's doing. And as long as that's good, it makes everything else kind of the gravitas of the situation. And like I said, some of them brothers, they got some gravitas. So you got that learning curve. Most of that you're going to get. And then that in the last 10%, though, is button pressing. Trying to get this video housing from me to open into a warrior poet. Let's see if we can get that. Poet? P-O. Aha. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry, AV. We'll be back to that. I didn't quite catch, but I think something's on the sling for us here. Okay, so remember, not only is that an opportunity, but you can also do things from a differential point of view, right? Oh yeah, because that's where the good stuff is. And right off the hop, obviously, warrior poet, right? So yeah, all right, good. Okay. Go back to that. See the thing. Do the thing. All right.
Until it goes up behind you. Not bad.
Bang! Stuck it.
Relax your grip a little
It sounds
bit.
like it's sticking it.
All the way through it. Let the power come out behind you. Like, you know what a squib load is?
Yep.
If you're having a squib load, it's because you're holding back powder. Same thing with your knife. If you hold back powder
Picking a
at all
lock.
and slow down your hand,
Doomsday.
it will rotate every
Stock
time you have a
model.
squib.
I got him. Don't worry, brother. That dragon ain't going nowhere. Of course, he's gonna want to do stuff I send him out to do anyway.
Good. That was
Still
really
not
good.
doing it.
All right, we got one more.
Get that mentions, brother.
Let's rock and roll. Here we go.
There's one more. Now, knife throwing, I feel good about it in this video. Like, if you're like, well, he's got one in his hand, and you saw that in gravity.
Cut. So there's through your 2x6.
So when you're doing that with something like the saws and the team and having a safety guy, it's a misunderstood thing. Sometimes you get some young ones, sometimes you get some old ones, sometimes there's female ones in there. And it's like one over at Johnson Roads. I tried to tell you, you really want to know how to do the safety on this, watch me do it like I'm about to train you. I'm not going to make you touch the saw. I'm not going to make you do those things. But just the normal process of what I'm threading on the wall every day. Yep, cling, 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 cling. Yeah, 100%, 600 yards, right? And, so down there, you're going to get that. And as a new officer with new people and teams and stuff, if you're trying to set those cut coefficients or time dynamics or why they're doing so much, because that turns over to safety stuff. That turns over to turnover rate about, well, they put the wrong saw on there, had reeds in it. I had a guy that learned me how to do it. So when the observation come over, it's like, well, that turns into, a negative on your time over that first year for things. All right, we're not going to be talking too much about stuff, but honestly, like I said, we're here to catch some stuff in the rabbit trap here. If the accuracy was this, what little picks and locks and little clicks and crunches in the Bible there for the Abus lock that you're dealing with for the door. Can't you do? And like I said, so this is a lot of hard things, and you got to plan the timelines out for it. It's just like an operational loading a block sometimes. Now I could do it because we'll throw it all in there. We're just good like that. These teams, for what it would be in whatever they're doing, could do that. I'm sure it's going to look a little hitchier comparatively to how far it's sticking out of old the board, whoever that may be right at the moment. Higgs or whatever, Murphy, the crash test dummy here. And hey, a little low down there, the wrong speed, spin charm, that's a fist fight, so combatives is saw programming, and there's no reason we can't double down with some of those topics and kind of, I want it to be like that. You guys take a look at this, try to emulate that here, or right here on the topology of the dots and the 3 blue 1 brown thing, because we'll just draw it on here. Here's a little circle and this globular shotgun pattern that you put out for a feedback loop on a 50 cal particle slit experiment, man. All right, so anyways, catch you on the next one.